Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Finto from class K6, ID number 22018167. So on this time, I will presentation this material, active reading, how to read literature. So what is active reading? Active reading is envelope reading. Active active reader read idea rather than just the words, and active reader's goal is to learn something. Active reading is reading with a determination to understand the relevance of material. And the second material is active reading strategy. So what is strategy to active reading? There are a lot of different ways to develop active readers in the classroom and at home. Here's a 6 active reading strategy that are applied in primary education. So the first strategy is visualization. Visualization. Building up pictures in your mind eyes as you read a story or the text. The second is summarizing. Condensing the main detail of the story using your own word. So the third is inferencing, reading between the lines at the subtext of the story. And the fourth is a comprehension, demonstrating what you understand from reading the text. And the fifth, metacognition, asking questions like, what do you already know about the topics? And the last is find the meaning, read or read back to discover the meaning of the word. And the next, benefit of active reading. So what is benefit of active reading? By practicing the technique, children will speed up their reading and be able to complete their homework or revise more easily. It allows children to gain confidence in their comprehension skill before tracking more challenging texts. A good way to boost a critical thinking skill, especially through discussion, question, or group text immediately after reading. And next, how to read literature. The first how to read literature is learn about the historical period of the books. Understanding the era which a book was written can make it easier, more complicated to read. By researching the historical event described in the book or that influence its writing, you can better understand the novel's narrative. And next is read the summary of the works. Knowing a little about the plot, characters, and the setting can make it easier to purpose and understand the reading as you begin. Just be sure not to replace reading the text with the summary. Remember that a summary is a someone else's interpretation of the fact. Although this is objective, it may contain some bias as to be character, motive, or possible meaning of event. Then ask a question. If you know someone who has already read this work of literature, asking them the basic question might help. You can ask the person, give you an elementary explanation following the element. So, and you can asking the question about the characters, the people, the something animals in what are of fiction, and then you can answer the question about the setting, the place, time, culture which a novel takes place, and then the plot, the things that happen in course of the novel, then the underline and the underline lining concept, idea, or belief that run throughout the novel. The conflict is a difficulty that creates tension in the novel. The climax, and then also you can asking the question about the climax, the turning point, which attention with creators. The conflict cannot increase any filters and must be relevant. And then you can answer about the narrator. The narrator, that one who tell the story, is can be a character in the story or someone else. And then the last is the don't stop reading. Even you have a trouble with the text, it is important to keep reading it to understand it. After reading for some times, you will begin to become familiar with the language, with the setting, and the character. If you find difficult passages that you don't understand, mark the page and mark the page with a check mark. And also, you can underline the difficult text, and if you find a difficult passage that you don't understand, you can skip it for time and then return it when you have a basic understanding of the text. So I think that's all of about my presentation about this material. I hope you guys can understand, and I will say thank you and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.